Today we're doing a reading on Natalee Holloway. Now I know that this is still a missing persons case. Like I know that she was presumed dead, I believe in like 2012 maybe. But I'm not going to speculate on that. I'm only going to focus on what I see happened. If information comes up, like then it comes up, but I'm only going to focus on the events of what transpired, who is involved, where is she, or if I can get any information surrounding that, any relevant dates, as well as the future of justice for her. I know bits and pieces of what happened to her, but we'll see. I'm not gonna try and think of anything. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. What's interesting is I'm not even really seeing her here, but you can see the abundance of male figures, right? So we have the Lord card and the Soldier card here. So I know that this was definitely something in relation to people who were either authoritative, like kind of a dominant type of energy, or someone who may have used threat or intimidation. There was definitely that kind of involved. The child here, I see that as possibly her feeling like a child there. So either these people were older than her, or the child could be someone who's naive, or like someone who was put in a situation. Before I actually dove into this reading, I kept hearing the word inebriated in my mind. So I wonder if she was drunk or under the influence of something. But the child card here again makes me feel like there was some form of like vulnerability that was going on at the time of her disappearance. The misfortune card and the enemy and the death card is here as well. So we have the misfortune card and the enemy. I know that this was someone she didn't trust. Okay. Also someone that definitely feels foreign to her. This is literally like so many, like there's so many men. If I mean, actually, you know what? If you even look at this as the people cards themselves, this is the Lord, the Soldier, the enemy. These are three men. And from what I know, right, there are like three major suspects, maybe even four. I'm not sure. But we also have the Thought, the Sorrow, and Servant card here. So there's definitely a bit of sadness. I feel like she was at the very least like kidnapped, like there was a moment when she kind of realized what was going on. Okay. The servant card is here, which is very interesting because I know that one of them did mention, but then they retracted their statement that they had sold her into sex as well. So here's what I'm seeing, right? So far, I'm seeing that there was definitely force that was done in terms of like taking her. It was like an abduction, essentially, or like a actually, let me not play with those terms. It may have been a kidnapping or an abduction. I don't remember the difference. I'm sorry, but there was definitely force that was used, or intimidation, or threats. Right? That's what I'm seeing with her. Let me try this spread again, and let me instead focus on the events leading up to her disappearance. On with Natalee Holloway. The cheerfulness card is here. These are people having a party. I know she was in another country. The thief card is here. The widower card. Okay, hold on. Let me see. The young woman. There she is. The servant card. The money card. The malady card. The fortune card. And the size card. Okay, so the cheerfulness, I know that there was some form of drinking or a party or some form of social gathering. Again, three people, right? There's something in relation to like a group of people. I was definitely a group that kind of did this. It's not just the act of one person. Or they had people that were like, maybe they met up with or something in order to make her feel a little more secure about possibly going with them. Especially with the thief card here. This is someone being sneaky, dishonest. So the feeling I get, like, it's interesting because again there's a group here, but there's also the thief card. This just makes me like, it gives me the image of like, okay, it gives me the image of people luring another person, and then it's like it starts out really good at first. You're told, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. My ear started ringing. You're gonna have a good time, like, we'll go and have drinks and whatever, we'll explore this place and whatever, and then it's like you're unaware of it, that there's someone that cannot be trusted in that group, or that they all cannot be trusted. The widower card here, this is about a burial, which I know I'm trying my best to skirt around that, just because I feel like I struggle with this. But The point is, I don't want to hurt anybody when it comes to this reading. So I'm just trying to do my best to pick up on whatever information I pick up on. Um, yeah, and I feel like telling you exactly like this is happening or this is not, if I'm wrong, the effects that that could have is not the best. So I'm trying to just focus on the events that I'm seeing. Young woman, the servant card and the money card is here. So I don't know, this servant card keeps popping up. When I was looking up details of this case, someone mentioning that they helped bury the body, but also someone saying that they had sold her into slavery. There's way too many things going on, but it's very interesting that the elements seem to be here. The malady and the fortune card are here, and then the size card here. This is like heavy. But can I just be honest? I just feel that these people, hold on, before I speak. Conversation. Child surprise. Okay. This child thing keeps popping up. Now, the child card can mean two things, either pregnancy or it can mean someone who is treated like a child, someone who is like treated as like someone who's young, basically, or naive. And we have seen that she appears as a young woman card here also. Now, the interesting card is I asked this, these are the cards that popped up for why. Why was she taken? And essentially the reunion and the enemy, this is like for meeting people. It feels like a very organized kind of thing where it's not just one person. It was multiple people that did this. They knew what they were doing. It was definitely for possibly profit or gain, especially with the surprise card that is literally fishing out money out of the water. So I just see that it was for some form of monetary reason. Okay? I don't see, you know what I'm not seeing? Emotions. And this is how I know that this is something that's more sinister, because when it comes to other types of like revenge, then you would see the anger. I am not seeing any emotions whatsoever from anybody's side. I'm seeing thought out plans. I'm seeing, sneakiness and kind of lying, being a false or dishonest person. I'm seeing a lot of money cards. Like I'm seeing all that, but I'm not seeing anything in relation to a personal vendetta, a personal connection, or anything like that. We've already seen some of the cards from earlier on. So we're going to move on as well to, we'll just see with tarot what we pick up, if we get the same thing or something similar. What happened to her, right? Walking away. So I know that she went on a trip, I believe. I kind of see this as like her being alone. And it's like, this definitely feels like the right opportunity to slip into a group of people that did not have her best interests at heart. The Ace of Wands is here. So I do feel like there was someone, how do I say this? I want to say that there was someone that came back. I don't know how that's going to make sense. I'm going to explain it as best as I can. It's like if we're in a group here and I've been with you all afternoon, we've been drinking, and you left and then you came back. And now that you came back, things were like all set in motion. That's what I'm picking up on. Because remember earlier with like the thief card and like the celebration card, essentially, like there was a group of people and then there was a thief. There was like someone who's being sneaky. I don't understand what it means or how it plays out. But there was definitely someone that wasn't there at first and then like maybe came back. Or excuse me, eventually kind of came back. Now I asked for like, this is like what happened to her, right? So essentially I still feel that it's a group. I still feel that it's a group of people that got her outside of her house or wherever she was staying, got her outside of her comfort zone through charm or through like a group dynamic, through peer pressure. It was just a group of people is like very evident here. Hold on, let me see what else first. There we go. There's money here. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, that's money and a job. The Knight of Cups in reverse is a detachment, emotional detachment. So these people did not care. Why, right? The Ace of Swords, this is an opportunity worth taking or seizing. The Three of Cups, I literally see it as, again, three people and then her. But I kind of just see this as like an opportunity. They had an opportunity to do something about it, potentially for monetary gain. And the Ten of Cups in reverse, it did not end well. Why didn't it end well? What happened? Hold on. Why do we have the King of Cups here now, and the Page of Cups, and then the Hermit in reverse? Did people find out or figure out? Hold on. Hold on. Um, what's going on here? Wedding, servant, wife. Was she married? Or did she have a boyfriend? Like, what's going on? Because I'm seeing the King of Cups. So this is, my question was, why didn't it work out? Because like I said, it felt like they were trying to take her for a longer period of time, and then something didn't work out, and then it's like then something had to be done differently. And we can see the Death card here, we have the Thought card here, we have the Wedding. Was there someone that was worried about her and called and checked, that therefore lessening the time? I don't know if I'm going to make sense or if I'm going to help here. Please validate, let me know in the comments. But essentially, like, the feeling I'm getting is, let me try and explain this. The feeling that I'm getting is, if like, okay, if my friend disappears and I'm like, hey, hold on, like, I haven't seen her in a while. What's going on? I call her apartment. I figure out that no one's answering, which is weird for her. So now I'm starting to run over there because I'm like, something must have happened. My intuition kicked up, or like my senses kicked up. And so like now I'm headed there. Therefore, leaving people who are doing bad things less time for whatever they planned on doing. I don't know if that's going to make sense, but there's something about people who were concerned about her or who cared about her that were notified or kind of realized something was wrong immediately. Because the feeling I get is like there were other plans for her. Hold on. Okay. Why? Again, why? Injustice. The only thing I can think of, and again, so if I'm picking up on all the theories, because I don't know. Okay, we'll see. So I kind of asked what was the plan for her. So far, it seems like the plan for her was still to eventually kind of do something terrible to her. Like, you know. But for why or what reason? Injustice, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, inconsistency, and the Six of Wands in reverse, pride and ego. Anytime I see this, it's a rejection or like someone who's like butthurt. You know, I watched a little bit of a video and it felt like they were saying all the theories that I'm seeing here right now. Now, usually when that happens, when there's no clear story, either I'm picking up on those or each part is true in some type of way. And each part is a piece of the puzzle in some type of way. So if they attempted to kind of, you know, do something with her in terms of like human, possibly that was possibly a plan. Maybe it was something that was mentioned. And then like, I believe there was someone who was, they said they were paid to kill her. Am I getting that right? And it's like, you know, they retracted that statement as well. So it's possible that that was true also. The only people that had an emotional attachment to her were these people. Everybody else is either just doing it for work or just for ego as well. I don't know if I'm going to help with this, but I'm trying my best, guys. It's tough to do these types of things. I like every time I see her in my mind's eye, I just know that she was like really drunk or something like that. She was like really just was not aware of anything going on. And honestly, when I like tap into that energy, I do feel like there was like just darker intentions towards her. I don't feel like she was meant to be like, I don't feel like it was meant to be like to kill her. Like that wasn't the objective, you know? Um, yeah. Essentially, I feel like these people were trying to do bad things. The extent of that, I'm not absolutely sure, but that their intention wasn't to just harm her, period. There had to be something else in between that. And I also feel that I wonder if she had gotten close with one of them as well. Like, you know, the guy that's being extradited, I mean, he's the only guy whose face I can remember. So it might not be necessarily him, it might be one of the others. But did they have a thing? I mean, I don't think we'll know. Did he ever mention if they had a thing? Because I wonder if that's how they lured her. Like, they were like trying to hit on her or something. It's like, I'm just seeing like they must have had a thing or something like that. Um, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Where is she, right? Okay. The three of them know. They know something else for sure. This is the three people again. Like the people who were suspects, they would know. This is her, right? This is money. These are so many, like, there's so much money kind of involved. Listen, I know that we also had the death card kind of come up earlier, like twice actually. I'm not going to consider that confirmation. Like I said, my place here is not to speculate on whether she's like alive or not. My point is just to try and see what happened. The point of these readings is not to try and solve the case, but rather just to get the clues that are like there. Um, and what I'm seeing is they know what's going on, or if not, like the people of their group or whatever definitely have an idea. They could be telling more to the cops. It could be an involvement of a house or a place with snow in actuality. Because the house here makes me feel like a safe house, so or like just a house where this is not the first time. This definitely feels like human of some sort. So like this is not the first time. There are definitely other women. So but wherever she is, I feel like it would be with them also. It would be close to wherever that place is. So Eight of Pentacles, that's effort and work. Six of Wands, physical. Okay, Four of Swords, that's rejection, healing of wounds. But I also see that as like, I just see that as it's near the place of work. It's near a place of work. And it's like, I don't know how to explain this. It's obvious. I don't know why, but the feeling I get is it's literally under your nose or it's like right in front of your eyes. Do you guys understand? I don't know. I mean, I don't, we're probably not going to get confirmation, whatever. But you know what I'm seeing? It's like, okay, I watched the show Monk, and there's an episode in that show where there's someone who was murdered and like they buried the body underneath a tree, and so in like the backyard, and it's like the timing matched or was coincidentally the same time as when this person disappeared. So I know I'm probably not going to make sense, but the feeling I get is wherever she is, it's very obvious because it's literally like it's right in front of you. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. So I don't know if there's something like, you know, that was, if she is passed, then this must be something that was built on top of it. If she is in the living, then this would be something that is like of course she would be there because literally look at the history or look at what you've already uncovered. They have the details, they're just not piecing it together because it's very obvious. I don't know why. But let me see. Let me see what else is gonna come up. So I know that obviously people are not going to be letting go of this, like the people that support her or the people that are looking. But can I just tell you, the evidence is not strong against the people they're trying to kind of like catch, essentially. The evidence is not strong. They're looking in like way too many places. It only needs to be the one, is what I just heard. It only needs to be the one. So there must be a place where it's like it's not as wide as you think it is. It's just it's very local. It's like giving me the feeling of like it's right there. Don't question it. Like they need to pare down their options because it's not that many possibilities like that they think, you know? I don't know. I hope I'm making sense here. And also, I think my issue is just people, and I know that they're not letting go, but I wonder if it's also like, okay. I wonder if it's also like over time, like over time, it just feels like I'm having so much trouble finding the words. But over time, it just feels like either less people are going to care in terms of like putting resources into this, or something about the evidence is literally being watered down. Okay. Um, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, quite honestly, I don't see us really getting answers. He's gonna go free. The guy that's being extradited, he's just gonna go free. There's something about it where it's like it's just not enough, but also it's the institution itself, like the justice system itself or the police force itself. Like there's something about the institution itself that's not helping. Also, is there something about, I know that it's like an extradition agreement. Sorry if I sound super stupid, but like the Hierophant in reverse is like a contract being broken. So I would, if I were like people investigating this, I would do things by the book because I feel like if you break things, it's going to cause unnecessary delays that might literally jeopardize the future of this. Also, like this could also be follow the money. I just really feel like it was not very far. Wherever she is, it's not very far from where you thought she was going to be. Like I said, it feels like the obvious choice of like destination. So that's all I have. I feel like I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.